Have you ever manually sorted data again and again when the source data changes? Excel's sort function solves this problem completely by creating dynamic sorted results that update automatically. In this video, we will understand how the sort function works. Before going into examples, let us first understand the sort function arguments. Sort function has four arguments: array, sort index, sort order, and by column. The first argument, which is array, is compulsory, and the next three arguments are optional. Array is the range or array which we want to sort. Sort index is a number that indicates the row or column to be sorted. Sort order is the number that indicates the sort order. One is for ascending order, which is the default, and minus one is for descending order. And by column is the logical value indicating the desired sort direction. So false to sort the data by rows, which is the default, and true to sort the data by columns. So we usually have data in the rows, so we will ignore this argument and understand how the first three arguments work. Here we have the same data table which we used in our previous examples. So let us see how the sort function works. So to sort the data, we'll type is equal to sort, bracket open, and the first argument, which is the compulsory argument array, will select the entire range of the data, close the bracket, and enter. So we see that the data is sorted by the name of the companies in ascending order from A to Z. Now let's see how to use the second argument. So if we have to sort this data by the sales amount, we will use the second argument, which is the sort index. So we'll type comma after the array and press 5 because sales amount is the fifth column, and press enter. So now we see that our data is sorted in ascending order. So the first number is 2446 and it increases as we go down. The last number is 100,000, which is the highest sales. If we want to sort this data in a descending order, we'll use the third argument, which is sort order. So ascending is the default value which Excel gives. But if we want to sort this data in a descending order, we'll type -1 and then enter. Now we see that our data is sorted in descending order. Let's change the number and see what happens. So here we have a revenue of 6,000, and if I make it 600,000 and press enter, so we see that this table is updated automatically. So the sales 600,000 appears first. So this is how the sort function helps us change or sort our data dynamically whenever there is a change in the original table. It is quite helpful in data analysis. It is a must know tool for anyone working with dynamic Excel models. In the next video, we'll combine the sort with filter function and see how both the functions work together. Thank you. Imagine you have a large data set, and instead of applying manual filters again and again, Excel gives you the filtered results automatically in a new area, and they update instantly without data changes. That's exactly what the filter function does. A filter function is a dynamic array function in Excel that extracts rows or columns from a range based on one or more conditions. This is available in Excel 365 and in Excel 2021 and later versions. A filter function requires three inputs. The first input is array, which is the data you want to filter. The second is include, which is the logical condition. So include the data if the logical condition is true and exclude if false. If empty, so the third input is optional, which is if empty. So what value you want to show if no data matches are found. Let us look at how we can use the filter function with a couple of examples. We have the same data table and we want to filter the data for the northern region. So to apply the filter function, we will type is equal to filter, bracket open, array is the data range. So we will select the entire data set, comma, the second input, which is include. So include the cells if the condition north is met. So this condition, the regional condition is in column C. So we will select the entire data by pressing Control Shift and down arrow key in C column, and then is equal to, we can link it to north. If the data in column C is equal to north, then the filter function will filter the data, bracket close and enter. So we see that all the data in the northern region has been filtered. If we change the region to some other region, let's say east, enter, the data for the eastern region now is filtered. This is how we can use the filter function. Let us look at another example. So here we want to filter the data where the sales amount is greater than $5,000. So filter function will work on numerical values also if a particular value is greater than, equal to, or less than the given value. Here we will type is equal to filter, bracket open, select the array first, control shift and down arrow key and control shift and right arrow key, comma, include. So we want the sales data. So we'll filter the sales data. We'll select the data in column F, and we want the data if it is greater than 5,000. So we'll put a greater than sign and then link it to 5,000. Bracket close and enter. So we see that all the sales data which is greater than 5,000 is filtered over here. If we want to select the data which is less than 5,000, so we just have to change the sign over here, enter. The data with sales less than 5,000 is filtered here. This is how we can use the filter function in Excel to extract rows or columns from a range based on one or more conditions. Thank you.